Guys, welcome to another video. You've got Mr. Everything English, and today guys we talk about some big important news. Everyone's talking about it. GCSE changes, the final GCSE changes for the year 2022. Now, what are some of these changes? Guys, in this video I'm going to show you where you can find all the changes for every single exam board, not just English. But what are some of the changes that everyone's talking about? You've got people talking about how in GCSE maths combined science and physics, students will get the formula sheet, which will reduce the amount of equations they have to learn. The big one, being an English channel, is that for GCSE English Language Paper 2 Question 5, normally we're guessing because normally we have to either do a speech or an article or a letter or a blog and so on. But we've been told that for this year's exam, you will be expected to write an article. We've also been told what some of the sources will be about. So all these things are trumps. All these things are bonus points because they make our life a little bit easier. Now later in the video, I will go over these in a bit more detail. But there's one thing I want to talk about, which a lot of students are kind of attracted towards. And this is the news that in this year's GCSEs, the exam boards will be marking you generously. Now, I don't know what that means because that's such a subjective term. What does it even mean to mark generously? I'm going to give you guys one advice, and that's it on this issue. Between now, February, March and April, you need to work as hard as you can. And you need to do your best in the exams that are coming up. Don't get lulled into a false sense of security that you think that if you cut corners, the generous marking will make up for it. Just because there's generous marking doesn't mean people will not fail. It's just how it is, guys. People are going to fail, they're going to pass, they're going to smash. You need to make sure you do the best you can and not to rely upon this whole narrative of generous marking to kind of get you through. But anyway guys, enough of that. Let's switch screens and let's go over all of the changes that are happening in this year's GCSEs. If we begin by looking at the changes for the AQA exam. Now guys, every website that I go to, you can find it in the description. So I'll have the AQA, the Educash, the OCR, all those changes will be in the description. So the first place you want to go to, guys, if you're doing the AQA exam board, is this website here. Now here guys, you will find all the changes for every subject. All you do guys is for qualification level, you choose GCSE, and for the sake of this video guys, let's choose English language. And we look for all the changes. Now the changes guys are available over here. So you tap on the PDF here and it tells you, actually no, let's go through all the changes guys. The main ones are here, these 3 bullet points. There's been a change to the spoken language endorsement, and what that means is guys, is this part over here, and what they're trying to tell us is that there is no spoken language endorsement for this particular year, and there's no change to the written exams other than the 3rd bullet point where advanced information is given. So if you want to see what the advanced information is, you go down to the advanced information tab, you click on the PDF file which shows you the changes. Now guys, here are the changes. I'm going to scroll down. Here are the main changes, guys. This little box here. They are telling us, guys, for paper 2, what sources they are going to give us. So for paper 2, we have a 21st century source and we have a 19th century source. For the 21st century source, you can see, guys, we will be getting autobiographical writing. And for the 19th century source, we will be getting an essay. So we will be getting these 2 sources for the exam. And for section B, guys, which is question 5, it says here very clearly that we will be getting an article. And there we have it, guys. We know the changes that we are going to be getting for our exam. So if you're revising, you should be reading autobiographical writing and essays, and you should be focusing on articles. Now, my content, guys, going forward for paper 2 question 5 will be on these topics. But guys, that's all you do. So for AQA, I'll go back. Let's try a different subject. Let's look at GCSEs, and let's look at GCSE maths. Guys, let's look at GCSE maths, not food prep. Let's search the changes, and guys, here we have it again. It then gives us all the changes for GCSE maths. 2 bullet points, formula sheet is given, and advanced exam information is available. And this is the website, guys, that I would like you all, even if you're a parent, to spend a bit of time to going through so you can become familiar with the changes this year in the exam. Now, OCR, guys, has pretty much released the exact same thing. This website here, guys, if you're with the OCR exam board, you choose the subject, you choose your GCSE, you choose your subject, and here we have it, guys. Here is the same article, and as you can see, guys, they've got similar changes: travel writing, autobiography, article plus letter. So that's the OCR exam board. Now, I'm not going to go through all these changes one by one because we're going to be here forever, but the same format, guys, is with EduCast. If you're with the EduCast exam board, then this link talks you through all the changes you need. So again, if we do English language, we choose GCSE, and then the file should open up. Guys, the file should open up with all the changes that are coming up for that particular exam. Again, guys, they have an article. Again, they have a non-fiction extract, but those are the changes for EduCast. Now, guys, I'm not going to sit here and read. My advice is, guys, depending upon the exam board you are, choose your link from the description and spend some time going through these changes. All right, guys, I'm going to switch the camera and I'm going to give you guys my final opinion on these changes. Good. Are they a waste of time? What's my final verdict? Guys, any notice about anything that's coming up in the exam is a good thing. Regardless of how big or small it is, it's a good thing because it should target and it should focus our revision. So if you're doing the AQA exam, you know that question 5, paper 2 articles, I must become a master of writing articles. That's such a big benefit. We don't need to worry about speeches and letters and everything. So guys, all these small changes that have come into place, because I know a lot of people are complaining, saying it's not much. Guys, paper 2 question 5, that's 50% of the paper that we know what the form is. So guys, trust me, it's a good thing because every change is a good thing. All right, guys, those are the changes. Please use the link in the description to kind of target certain subjects. So for example, if you want to look at the changes for art, not that there are any, but for example, use the link in the description and do have a look at what changes have come about. As always, guys, thank you so much for the support. It's been Mr. Everything English. Peace.